Well, here at the seventh edition of Agri-Levante, we have been discussing a very interesting topic whereby we pass from Bari to Tuscany with a bridge towards Greece as well. We speak about this with Sofia Mannelli, President of Association Green Chemistry Bionet. She comes from the island of Capraia, an island when there are just 150 inhabitants, well, of course, not during summer. And Sofia is one of these inhabitants. She lives there in an island that is a place with very specific boundaries. And if it is true that, as she has said during a meeting here at Agri-Levante, that sustainability can be understood if we know the boundaries of the system. So islands have the most efficient of boundaries. What do you mean by a green chemistry? Green chemistry is the chemistry of sustainability that uses renewables instead of fossil products. It is a less impacting chemistry that originates from plant material to produce a myriad of products that normally were produced by petrol sources. We have a lot of supply chains, bioplastics, cultural assets, cosmetics, and nutraceutics. Green chemistry is part of our daily life. It is something we do not know very well, but whatever object we touch is made through chemistry, so we can reduce the impact. So in the perspective of philosophy like this of green chemistry, 8 years ago, Capraia Smart Island project was launched, and the title of the event here at Agri-Levante was that the biological districts in the minor islands and the project Agri-culture. So Agri-culture, this project, is just a spin-off of this broader project. It's Capraia Smart Island, a project that was funded 80 years ago in Capraia. We promote a better sustainability in all economic supply chains. We were winners of a call under the National Recovery and Resilience Plan to put in place a more sustainable supply chain. So we opted for organic agriculture, but we needed a local dimension and also someone that could put together all organic producers. So we put in place this biological cluster, an opportunity for the development of the community, and not only for organic farms, but for the entire community, restaurants, coffee shops, local tourism, because if we just visit small islands during summer, well, it is from June to September, including August, of course, but if we think of the products of the reality of this community, we can also start from April until November. And this is the beauty of also the stop to agricultural farming during winter. Capraia is a very wild island at the very core of the cetacean sanctuary. So you can imagine winter sea with a good farming products, organic ones in a very good restaurants in Capraia, looking at this the beauty of winter sea. So In addition, I would say what is being done in Capraia is interesting, not only for islands, but for all isolated places where there are communities that are far from the large centers. This could be used also by them. A small community is not only isolated by the sea, sometimes we are isolated by snow or by difficult road systems. Visually Capraia is part of inland areas, even if it has nothing of inland areas. Capraia farming is a heroic farming. There are many examples of this in Liguria and many places in the mountains that have very steep soils. So the magic is everywhere. We have just to learn to detect this magic and to appreciate not only the beauty of clear waters of the sea, but also all the rest, all the elements of the same community where environment is respected so well, and not only the still environment, but also the dynamic environment that is made of young Capraia farmers, some of them born in Capraia, and some other farmers that have come from abroad, from outside. This is one of the beautiful points of Agri-Levante. It is a Mediterranean show, but it is also a place for exchanging views and experiences, also of projects like this. And Sofia and the association, they have been able to meet another island in Greece, the archipelagos of the Sporades, where this project was awarded the Blue Award Island, a blue island, and by blue we mean sustainable. So we have become a best practice. And we have been awarded by the European Commission in Palermo. Our best practice has been disseminated to other realities, and thanks to Federico Nacoma, we were able to meet the Sporades Islands in Greece. In some of them, there are just 23 visitors, tiny islands. There is a very lively primary sector. So we have been telling them, let's try and work together. And also the National Park of Archipelago Toscano. Italy has also asked us to start to work also with other islands of the archipelagos. So the proposal of Sporades has been so emotional. Before you mentioned best practices, can you just give us a couple of examples that exemplify the Capraia experience? Capraia is the only municipality of Italy with 100% renewable energy. This is to be credited to Enel Green Power that some years ago decided to establish the first renewable energy fed plant. So, but we have tried to do more. We are working with the Politecnico of Torino to get energy from waves. We are working with a project that has been endorsed by the municipality for establishing a renewable energy community. We are now working at the ancillary services of renewable energy community, so we could become a hub for the renewables. We are speaking about the smallest municipality of Tuscany. Yes, you're right, it is a plastic-free municipality. So we have another project. We have installed 2 high-quality water fountains available for free, to decrease the enormous amount of bottled water. So because of course bottled water has a very huge impact on sustainability. So now we see inhabitants and visitors of Capraia queuing just to get this water. So we have reduced a lot the use of bottled water, and the same supermarkets, the same shopkeepers, well, they have started advising visitors and buyers to have their water at the public fountains. So this is sustainability, economic, social, and environmental sustainability. In Capraia, we have all of them. Sofia Mannelli, thank you for your availability to this interview and for your great passion that we have perceived through your words. Thank you. I love Capraia. You are all invited to come to Capraia, and you are invited to Capraia Smart Tidal 2024 from May 29-31st. Well, we are organizing that in Capraia. Please come.